How to identify your fivefold ministry team? Well, your fivefold team members must speak the same language. They must be of kindred spirits. I believe that we are in a dispensation of the church where the functioning of a fivefold ministry team is not a mere matter of prestige, influence, or affluence. Rather, these 5 offices must now work together to usher in God's end-time plan for the body of Christ. Thus, it is important that we look at the function of each office and how they will function together for the equipping of the saints, for the work of the ministry, until we all come into the unity of the faith. I want to assure you that identifying God's remnant and pioneers, those whom God has appointed as tools for use in his end-time work of the fivefold, won't be as difficult as you anticipate. Most of us are aware of the term kindred spirits. The scriptures tell us of kindred spirits. In Philippians chapter 2 and verse 20, it reads, "For I have no one else of kindred spirit who will genuinely be concerned for your welfare." When the Apostle Paul wrote these words in his letters to the believers at Philippi, he was speaking of his young protege, Timothy. Timothy was of the same spirit, of like soul, like his spiritual father, Paul. A kindred spirit is someone that from the very first moment you meet, you have this feeling that they understand everything about you and you understand everything about them. Kindred spirits are those people who are like-minded. They're a family. Their minds, hearts, and souls are united in the same belief. A family is bonded by love for one another and share the same culture, likes, beliefs, views, etc. People who share common interests, values, or worldviews may then be described as kindred spirits. In more spiritual words, we could say that they resonate at the same frequency and that there's this matching energy between them. The word kindred is an adjective formed from the word kind, which means of the same type or breed. So simply put, we could say that they're of the same kind or breed. Trust me, you will know your breed, you will know your tribe, and you will know your kind when you meet them, because they will possess similar characteristics and values and a connection that is undeniable. Now, we're not speaking about carbon copies or people who have been drilled to say the same things or to see things in a similar light. They are not coaxed or coerced. We're not talking about clones. And if they are cloned, it's that they're cloned after their father who has schooled them. These are people who are schooled in the spirit. And as a result of their experiences, they receive similar revelation and build their lives after the blueprint of those experiences. These are people with different callings and experiences, but when they speak or when you examine their lives, they say and demonstrate similarities that cause them to be kingdom-focused and not self-focused. In fact, this will be one of the most distinguishing marks of those who operate as part of the fivefold offices. These people will desire to operate in unity. They will speak about it, and they will exemplify it in the way that they operate. They understand the message of the kingdom, which is many as one. In John chapter 17, Jesus prayed for his disciples and he prayed for those who would believe through them. And he noted that this display of unity was so that the world would know that he had come. Operating in the unity comes because of the glory that Christ has already given to us, so that we may be one, even as the Father and he are all one. These are people who will recognize that the work of the fivefold is paramount for bringing the saints to maturity. There is simply no time in the body of Christ, No more time for one-man showmanship. It is time for the laid down lovers of God's end time work to complete his will in the earth. How will you be able to identify your fivefold team? You will know when they operate like they are of kindred spirits, for they will speak the same language.